So I just did 2 pulls off camera because I had 2 acquaint fates, and I was at 0 pity for a 4-star, by the way. And as you just saw, I just got a C2 Barbara, which doesn't really mean anything, but I also did get a Kudo Sara. So that was 2 4-stars back to back. And if we check pity, another 4-star. So 3 4-stars in a row on standard banner, which is kind of crazy. No Bennett, sadly. 2 characters could have been like a Bennett or a Singsha would be very good for this team, but it's all good. And I am getting closer to a 5-star on the limited character banner, currently at 54 pity, and I am around 1000 primos from getting 20 pulls on top of these things right here. That'll give me like an extra pull or 2. And yeah, overall getting close to my first 5-star on the limited banner. So today, this episode will not end until I get a 5-star on the limited banner. I am hoping that it is a llama and not a standard character. And if it is llama, I will be picking up Mona for the free standard selector. And yeah, so I'm just gonna run around here and collect some chests in Natlan because of the tablet. I also did explore a little bit. I have all of the fragments in the water area. However, I can't even craft it until AR45. The main reason I got this was for Auroron. You get 5 free Cinder Scroll artifacts, which I would have ran on Auroron, but it's all good. This is current build. It's not bad. 38, 54, 173, and honestly, the energy recharge still isn't enough, but it's all good. Yeah, and overall electro charge is hitting for 3300 on Lisa is quite strong. And then earlier today, her hold skill was hitting for 6.3k on crits, which was very nice. And I'm also getting closer to adventure rank 35, which means I'll be getting another world level up, and I will finally start getting some better drops, because currently farming for drops in like Mondstadt or Leawitt is just kind of awful right now. Like, it's pretty bad. The newer areas are better. So the day just reset in Europe servers, so 400 primos right there. Very nice, bringing me up to 2800. So I just need 400 more and I should maybe get a 5-star. We'll see. And for those curious, I'm at 68% in the water area. I got most of the oculi. I might be missing like a couple, and I have all of the shards. 2200 there from Auroron. I did gear him up a little more compared to last episode. Basically just getting him better artifacts. And I do think he is definitely my biggest damage dealer now on the account. Alright, we are closing in on 3000 Primo Gems. And also looking at the future banners, phase 2, it's not great, but Sucrose is on the banner, as well as Ino, and C2 Ino is kind of nice for this team. It applies more hydro, and I think the main concern right now with the team is just energy. My Auroron has 173 energy recharge, but the team just doesn't produce that much energy in general. Like, I want to get Fischl at some point, so if I ever see a banner with Fischl on it, I will be putting quite a bit of pulls into it just to replace Lisa, and Fischl is just a way better battery, and I'll be able to get Auroron's burst up more consistent, and also Fischl will be doing a lot more damage than Lisa. Also, getting more energy recharge on Ina will definitely be something I need to do. Her burst cost is cheap, so it won't be like that much that I need, I don't think, but I do definitely need a little bit of energy recharge on her, because right now she's sitting at only 7%, which is definitely not going to be enough. Okay, so I've collected a few more Primo Gems, and now I should have enough sigils to level up the tablet 2 more times. Yes, I do. That should be level 4, and 100 more Primo Gems, and then I am gonna buy one of these. Now I have 20 pulls worth, so let's get straight into the first 10 pull This will be 64 pity. Okay, 4-star. Okay, Kooky Constellation is good. Very early too. Let's see if we get a second 4-star. I think the flute is not terrible, I guess, but Kooky Constellation is nice. C1. We do want to get C2. That is quite a good constellation. Anyway, this is 74 pity. Okay, so it looks like we are not getting an early 5-star. See what the 4-star is. It can be anything because it was Kooky and then a weapon. See what we get. Okay, another Kooky. We take it. That is C2 Kooky. And I do have 2 more pulls. This will bring me up to 76 pity. I wonder if Llama's gonna do the same thing as what she did on my main account, where she took over 80 pity. Here we go, C2 Kooky. Quite good. Here we go, 2 more pulls. This is 75. Nothing. And 76. 4-star. Fav Lance. I think that's my second Fav Lance. Yeah, second one. Okay. About 100 primos from another pool. So I think I'm just going to farm up a little more in Natlan. I think if I collect some oculi, I can get quite a few primos. I'm only at 7 though, so I am going to need quite a few. And I should be getting a 5-star in the next couple of pools. Alright, so it is the next day. I just wanted to wait to get commission primo gems. And now I have another pool. Let me count pity real quick. Also, the banner is about to leave. Currently at 76 pity, so this is quite a high chance of a 5-star, and I am very nervous. I think, well, Llama is definitely the best character, and then it's probably like Jean, or I think Llama or Jean would probably be the best here. Let's see if it's even a 5-star. No, it's not even a 5-star. So I need to farm up some more primo gems. However, a new event did just drop. So I'm gonna head over there, do the event, and this should give me enough primos to get a 5-star. Alright, here we go. I have no clue how this event works. I haven't even done it on my main account. It seems pretty easy so far. I don't know if I'm actually doing what I'm supposed to, but hopefully I get enough points to actually complete this. Alright, there we go. Completed in 1700 points. I'm not sure if that's enough to get all the primos. All right, yeah, looks like it was enough. So 60 primos there and another 60 right there. That puts me at 170. So 78 pity. Here we go. Okay, it's a 5-star. Oh, okay. Okay, my reaction time was a little slow, but there we go. Got Llama. Okay, let's go. That's actually so nice. Traveler is no longer completely alone. And now I have Llama on the account. And since I did the event, I have her weapon maxed, which means I do need to put Lisa on a different weapon. I'll give Llama her weapon later. Oh, that is so nice. I don't really have any of her stuff farmed up, but that's okay. And now someone did comment on one of the earlier mono rarity videos. I think I get Mona here just for the reaction, but let me check real quick. So I do think I get Mona here just for the Hydro, because Hydro Traveler is quite bad. And we do get quite a few drops already, which is nice. Less ocean and fighting. Here we go. Second 5-star of the video. And I already have the materials right there to level her up. I think that gets her up to 60, which is actually just the amount that I need. So it gets me up to 60. Don't really think I have the Mora or XP books, but that's all right. And then for weapon, I just run like thrilling tails for attack. I'm not sure, but now I don't think Anima Traveler is the best here. I could maybe run like, I think my only options are Electro and Dendro. none of the other options really fit or work well with this team. And I never really used Electro Traveler. I used Pyro, Dendro, and Animo, and I think also a little bit of Geo. But I never really used the Electro Traveler, so it could be something run like a field on him. I'm not sure, but I am very glad that I won the 50-50 and got Llama. And honestly, I think I spend the future pulls, I save up for 20 hours and just go for Yelan. I will be getting a free temple as well as 800 more primos from the anniversary. So I do think it is possible that I could get another 5-star. Of course, it's not guaranteed to be Yelan or another limited character, but overall, very happy that I got Llama. And now I have 3 5-stars on the account. I think I am going to do a couple Mora ley lines just because I am running quite low on Mora. Also, probably shouldn't be using this team right now. I should be using my actually somewhat built team. All right, that is all of the condensed resin spent. And now I'm going to see how much I can level up Mona. Probably not much more than this, just because of XP books. Actually, wait, it's not that bad. And then up to 60. And yeah, I actually can all the way up. There we go. So that is 2 Acquaint Fates right there. And I think for now, I'm just going to run Bonius Codex just for the extra energy. But I am pretty much completely broke right now. I do have a little bit of fragile resin, but I don't really want to spend it all. And I do want to hold off a little bit on just building up a bunch of characters and honestly getting to the next world ascension, because I do have most of these characters already built. I am nowhere near prepped to go up to the next level. And since I just got 2 new 5-stars, I do have quite a bit that I need to work on. However, in the meantime, I can collect these pearls for Llama and just get the non-resin farming out of the way. That is all of Llama's world mats. I do need to farm up quite a bit of these. I'm gonna go ahead and farm these up real quick and then move on to Traveler, which should be quite a bit easier. It's just the flowers and hilly trail drops. Overall drops are quite a bit better than previous regions. I'm pretty sure I've already said this before, but I got quite a few drops from that. And since I'm such a low rank, I barely need any drops anyway. So it should only take a little bit of farming and I should be all good for Llama. I also will need to farm up a few Whopper flower drops for Mona's talents. Alright, that should be enough stuff for Llama now. So now I can move on to Traveler. So I just need a few more of these window asters and then I'm chilling on the mask drops. That is all of the Traveler drops that I need. So now it's just a matter of EXP books and Mora as well as weapon XP. Honestly, I can probably just take Harbinger. I do have it up to R5 now, which is nice. Honestly, if I'm running Dendro Traveler, Harbinger is not going to matter too much. I feel like just Skyrider Sword would maybe be better. I'm not sure. But I would still need to go get Dendro Traveler anyway. And Llama I'm pretty much good on. I just need to level up a weapon for Lisa. So probably Magic Guide for right now. It's going to hurt Lisa quite a bit in terms of damage and getting her burst up. But honestly, I think this team right here with just Llama just being such a good carry, this team will probably be better. And for Llama, just for the time being, I'm going to run this 2-piece Instructor, 2-piece Exile. So 127 energy recharge plus weapon, and that's honestly probably close to enough energy for the team. Comes getting Llama's burst up. And I think I am going to run over to Sumeru real quick just to grab Dendro Traveler. There we go. That is the Sumeru statue unlocked. And now I have Dendro Traveler. Also, I did forget to spend these Acquaint Fates. However, I doubt I'm getting anything. Yep. And I just converted a Dendro piece. So now I can ascend Llama. And oh, don't even have enough more to level her. That's fine. So honestly, there isn't really too much more progress I can make on the account. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. I basically just need to explore to get more EXP books, weapon XP, and Mora, and just spend my resin to level up my characters. Floor 5 looks quite easy, so I think I want to get my llama up and then farm a little bit more Mora and XP books so I can at least attempt Spiral Abyss. I'm not sure if I'll be able to beat floor 5, but it shouldn't be too bad. Time restriction really won't be an issue, and this team right here is already quite strong, so I doubt I'll have too many issues with this team. Overall, not a bad fight. I am just going to drop 3 fragile here. I am trying to make just as much progress on the account as possible, so all good to get llama up to 50, and then traveler's obviously good. All right, a few more bad choices made, and I can ascend the llama again. And she's already at 529 mental mastery, and combine it with this, that puts her at 729. Currently on 2-piece instructor. I have maxed out goblet and circlet that are on. And honestly, I want to see if I can do abyss. It's basically just going to be a llama like insane carry, but let's just try it out, I guess. Here we go, Oron, Lisa, Oron, I know Barbara, and then llama and Denjo Traveler. I do not have my hopes up for this, especially on second half. I have no healing, and you do want a healer so you can get all of these buffs. So let's see how difficult it is. Honestly, I think I'm going to take the max HP. Gonna go Oron, just get my setup, break these shields as fast as possible. Already noticing that these guys do not really take too much damage from this team. So that was a complete failure, I'm not gonna lie. I do want to try one last thing though by replacing Lisa with Shengling, just to see if breaking the cryo shields with Shengling will actually make a difference. So I just put some artifacts on Shengling and leveled up her weapon to 30 something, and I was able to clear with 3 stars even with dealing with all those cryo slimes. And just looking at the time for this chamber, I'm guessing these later ones are just going to be a lot easier, pretty easy. And this side cleared the last chamber quite quickly. I do have to watch out for the blooms taking me out. So the moment I get access to making a prototype amber, the moment I get access to being able to make prototype amber, I will be making it and putting it on my Mona. And 11k there from Lauma. That is my new damage high, and she's like barely even built. And okay, this last one is a 7-minute clear. Hopefully shouldn't be too bad though, just 3 opponents. All right, already got the treasure hoarders down and very fast clear. So it looks like I will be getting 9 stars on floor 5. There we go, that is floor 5 completed. Definitely am not going to be able to do floor 6. But with gearing Shengling, I just took some of Lisa's artifacts. Shengling is a completely broken character, almost to the point where I might honestly consider just changing the Electro Charge team into including Shengling, just how strong she is. But I don't know. Anyway, good progress made on the account today. 2 5 stars as well, and made it farther in the abyss. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I will see you all in the next one.